Thank you, Doctor. And now the next presentation will be done by Dr. Khaled on open source linguistic techniques for knowledge discovering processing.
Yes, good evening. So I'm Khaled Abdalgader, as Assistant Professor at Faculty of Computing and Information Technology, Sahar University. So today I'm going to talk about the open source linguistic technique for knowledge discovery processing. So actually this talk will carry two aspects. The first aspect, what is the required technique to do such a knowledge discovery processing? And the second aspect is why is important, or what is the effective to be this technique, or should be this technique should be is an open source. So at the first, what is the knowledge discovery, or what is the knowledge discovery from the text? So actually the knowledge discovery is such in a natural language processing that we can capturing or getting the novel knowledge is not has been written from the text. Okay, so since a knowledge now it is available for anywhere, and the document is available on anywhere, so in rather to perform some technique to do some knowledge discovery, we need some like a text clustering or a text classification or a text categorization. So this task, for example, if we take the text clustering, is not independent in itself. It still need another technique, for example, how we can measuring the similarities. Okay, so for example, is open source tools for the knowledge discovery or from the collection of text helps to avoid the problem of inflexibilities and modify the functionality. And also this important for, as we said, is important for the knowledge discovery from the text. Okay, so in order to do a knowledge discovery, we said we need a natural language technique such as text clustering. Okay, so in just to do this one, in what level of text? So as a word level, or as a paragraph level, or as a sentence level. So if we starting do the process as a word level, for example, so in this level, may we succeed to finding the clustering of related words. Difficult to combine these words to identify the themes which will carry or combine the novelty of the knowledge. If we look at the paragraph level, so since the paragraph level of natural language processing may span many of themes, we are not be able to clear identify themes. So since we're running the sum experiment, we defined it is appropriate is a sentence level, or a short sentence level is appropriate level to do some natural or discovery or knowledge discovery from the success processing. So the sentence is appropriate at about the right level of text fragmentation, since this level of the text tend to contain information about the specific themes or specific event or specific topic, and to provide a suitable context for identifying the themes. And also we now requiring a good representations. So actually the sentence level of a short sentence or a short text is a very challenging level. So if we compare with the document similarity, so this in the document similarity, they applying the word co-occurrence or the term frequencies. But in the short sentence, the term frequency will be not is not occur or never even will be absent. So this is make another challenges. What is the idea to measuring the similarity between the two or two sentence or a short sentence? Because the word co-occurrence will be absent in this level. Okay, so we cannot applying the idea of term frequencies as applied for the document level. So actually, regarding to this, to do the knowledge discovery processing or knowledge discovery activity, we actually develop this technique. So in order to clustering the text to be able to identify some new knowledge or the theme, this actually clustering depend on the sentence similarities, because we can clustering the sum technique. So in the sentence similarity also is depend on the another techniques which called is a word sense identifications. So that means we have to identify the sense or the actual sense for each word before we going to measuring the similarity between the two sentences to be able to getting a result or a good result of the clustering. So as this, when we try to experiment with this research, we will find some difficulties by using the already built technique, because we have to set our experiment based on that technique. But when we try to build this technique from the scratch using Python language on the natural language toolkit also the platform, so we developed this technique from the scratch. So the effective to be this technique is open, that get us some opportunity to modify the code, added and try to implement a different idea. That is reflecting to the performance and the resulting of the experiments, which we are already evaluated this technique in different data set, such as famous quotation data set, and also on the another data or benchmark data set. So actually, when we do the sum experiment setting, we will find this open source technique. He gives us some opportunity to modify again the code to implementing and trying some different idea. So right now we implement this technique on the document summarization. So in the future work, we will implement this technique on the text mining or the opinion mining. So in the opinion mining, we will take some data from the social networking, and we can see how's the opinion of the review. So which is this review will be is a positive or negative or the neutral. So this is just a very short description about what technique we are developing and what is the effective of to be this technique is in open source. So thank you. So if you have any question, I will be happy to answer it and explain it.